अरे get me the document from the pink file. Patkan. Thank you. Exactly. This is what happens when you don't have all your documents at one place before you start filing your income tax return. Hi guys, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to another lecture which is about 5 important documents that you should have while filing your income tax returns. Again, there could be so many documents that you require, but in today's video, we are going to discuss top 5 documents which you must have handy while you file your tax return. So let's start with the very first document, which is Form 16. If you are a salaried employee, then you must take this Form 16 document from your employer. Okay, just in case your employer is deducting TDS, then it is mandatory for the employer to give you Form 16 to you. But if the employer has not deducted tax at source, maybe the reason is that you fall below the taxable limit, still in that case, you can request the employer to issue you Form 16. Okay, let's understand how a typical Form 16 looks like. It'll have details like your gross salary. In my example, whatever is a gross salary, it'll include basic details like what is perquisites, how much is profits in lieu of salary. These are a little bit technical terms. Just in case, if you are interested to know more about these terms, let me know in the comment section. I might make a separate video explaining certain terms on taxation. Second thing, you have allowances which are exempt under Section 10. A simple example of this could be an HRA allowance, house rent allowance. Okay. Then you have deductions, further deductions like entertainment allowance, tax on employment. You might have heard about profession tax. This is a deduction, that 25 that you can see, that is a tax on employment. And finally, what you will see, important point in line number 6 is income chargeable under the head salary. That's your taxable income under the head salary. Okay. Just in case if you have reported few other incomes to your employer, sorry. Example of that can be, let us say, rent that you are receiving from another house property which you have disclosed to your employer. If you have disclosed such a thing, then your gross total income will be the last figure. But in my example, assume no additional income has been disclosed to your employer. The main amount which will be important for you while filing your income tax return is going to be, which is highlighted in that yellow strip. I hope you have understood what all are the important points to look at in Form 16. Well, let's move on with the next document, which is interest certificate. Now, why is this important? I'll take two examples of interest certificate. One is interest on FDs, and one could be, let's say, interest on home loan. So one is like your interest on some asset, and one is an interest on your liability. Okay, one is interest earned, one is interest paid. Okay, so let's understand one by one. If I'm talking about interest on assets, interest on FDs, assume that you had an FD worth 40,000 rupees and on which you received 3,000 rupees as interest. Okay, will this show up in your 26AS? Might not show up in your 26AS because that 3,000 interest is below the TDS limit. Okay, that is the reason why bank might not have cut tax at source if only 3,000 rupees is your interest income throughout the year. Okay, now does this mean this is tax free income? No, you have to pay tax on that 3,000 rupees. But how will you understand how much interest you have earned in that year? For that very purpose, you have to go to the bank. You have to ask that please give me my interest certificate. On the interest certificate, you will clearly see how much interest the bank has paid. An interest certificate could look something like this, wherein exact amount of interest paid by the bank throughout the year will be easily reflected on your interest certificate. Let's come to the second type of interest certificate, which is your interest on home loan. Okay, why is this figure necessary now? Because this interest on home loan you get as a deduction. There is a separate section, 24B of Income Tax Act, which gives you a separate deduction. So whatever is your income, you get that as a amount of deduction from your income, and that is why this figure also becomes very handy for you. So always remember, the entity from whom you have taken the loan, you have to ask them for an interest certificate for your home loan. The next document is form number 26AS. Now, what is 26AS? It's like your tax passbook. It's like a document which includes all the information about who or which organizations have cut your tax at source. I'll give you a simple example. Assume that you're working at some software company, okay, and the software company deducts your tax at source. That is your TDS, number one. Number two, assume that you have kept some FDs with your bank, or possibility number two, your parents have kept some FDs in your name in the bank. So maybe bank is cutting your tax at source. You don't even know that your parents have kept some FD in your name, but bank knows it, 26As knows it, the government knows it. So that's why maybe some tax has been deducted at source, that is reflected in 26As. Number three, assume that you go for some conference, you are invited as a guest speaker there, and you get some professional fees on which that organization cuts tax at source because you are receiving the honorarium. That could be another way. So all these three examples which I gave, your employer cutting your tax at source, bank cutting tax at source, and that organization wherein you went as a guest lecturer, that organization cutting tax at source, all these three put together, if you want to know one document which will show me who has cut my tax at source, who has done my TDS, that document is form number 26AS. Okay. Now you also might have paid advance tax. You might have paid something known as a self-assessment tax. All these things also come in your form number 26AS. Just for a visual understanding, this is how your form 26AS looks like. The most important point for you is that part A, which shows you the details of tax deducted at source. If you go into more and more details at part A1, A2, all this will give you more and more information. But at least you check your own 26As and see what all appears in part A of your form number 26As. The next one, which is again very important, is your capital gains. Now, when do you get capital gains? Whenever you're making profits, when you are buying and selling shares, mutual funds, or other capital assets. So, whenever typically you buy or sell, let's say shares, you get a broker's note, also known as a contract note. So, here in that contract note, you will understand how much profit you earned in that specific transaction. You can also get a statement from the broker through which you can also check how much is your profit. Or if you want a holistic view, your overall view, that let's say from 1st of April to 31st March, how much profit I got, then it's very simple. Every broker will provide you with a P&L tab. Every broker's interface can be different, but typically what you can do is you can click on console, then go to reports, and that's how your P&L will look like. But please wait. In this P&L, this will show you the overall profit. This profit, this gain, you will have to bifurcate into long-term capital gain and short-term capital gain, and accordingly you'll have to place this in your income tax return. And finally, the last document is your Aadhaar card. Now you might be wondering, oh, that's such a basic information. I know that it is very basic, but it is mandatory for you to quote your Aadhaar number in your income tax return. Income tax department made it mandatory from 1st of April 2019 that you have to quote your Aadhaar card number while filing your income tax return online. Just in case if you have applied for your Aadhaar card but you have not yet received it, it's very important for you to provide the enrollment ID in your tax return. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, don't forget to share this video with your friends. You may also consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell icon. Till then, take care, Jai Hind, and bye-bye.